Alright, shalom brothers. Welcome to another episode of GMS Journeys, right? Pretty much you know who we are. We got Elder Anap, Elder Abad, and I'm Manatazat. So pretty much we're gonna do the show that we about to do right now is dealing with basically the false pastors of Israel. Alright, the false teachers out there. Because you got a lot of these preachers and these churches. We'll start off with them. Basically, they're set up. They're set up. They're set up to teach lies, and they're not feeding you the truth of the Most High. The Lord said He's going to give you a pastor after His heart. If you got that scripture, you can bring that out too. Yeah, Jeremiah 3:15. See, because you got these pastors, they're not telling you the truth about what's happening. And then when you bring it back home to those that are in Israel, right? Because you got to bring everything back home. You got guys like General Gehenna, Sabat, Nathaniel 7, the Discomforter, Prophet 666, Uncle Ruckus. All these, you got these other guys. They're not teaching. They're not bringing it out, teaching brothers the truth. I mean, they might be teaching Israel, which that's good, that's cool. But what about the rest of the scriptures and the prophecies and everything? They're not going into that, man. And there's a reason for that, too, large in part because most of them sold out. Okay? But go ahead, brother, read what you got.
Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart.
Right, the Lord said He will give you pastors according to His heart. Meaning what? According to the thoughts of the Most High. And that's why the Lord said in the book of St. John's, 3rd chapter, I believe it is, He said, He that the Most High sent speaketh the words of the Most High. In other words, 3:24 or 34. So a man of the Lord that the Most High sent is not going to tell you stuff out of his own vain opinion. Like you have these guys doing, man. Which that's why through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to continue, just like with the rest of the Akim, throughout all the camps, we're going to continue and we're going to ride on these demons, man. All right? Whether they get mad or whatever, so be it, man. All right? So be it. If you're not part of the elect, basically, fuck you, man. Because the Lord is only dealing with His elect, you see? And that's something that you learn when you first come into truth. But you got these other guys acting like it's some big gathering of all Israel being delivered and everything like that. Yeah, the Most High is not dealing. The Most High never said that, man. The Lord always spoke about His elect. You got this remnant, man. You got that one country bumpkin nigga. Which nigga, you just got straight up demons on you, man. All right, you got demons on you. You got the Lord of the Flies dancing in your head while you're making the video. You had them, I think it was them 14th Street Jokers or whatever. They the ones they put a video up, South Kakalaki, spitting flames or whatever the fuck they about guess who or whatever. Say our name, nigga. We don't give a fuck, man. We don't. First of all, we got tough skin. We don't get all bent out of shape. All right. And if we were going off shit, we have no problem with repenting. Like the Elder Tar says, it's just as easy as that. If we did something that was off or whatever, then we repent from it. All right. So, we don't get all bent out of shape, man. You guys, you got this dusty ass nigga, man. He look high as hell. Y'all brothers seen the video, right?
Yeah.
He look high out of his goddamn mind, and he call himself getting on. Well, mainly we was the main people he called himself getting on. And throughout the video, show you that the Most High wasn't with him. He's sitting there scratching like a damn dope fiend. He's like, man, these bugs. And I mean, not getting on no brothers from down south or whatever, because the scriptures speak about this bastard language that we're gonna speak in stammering lips. So it ain't all about sounding so eloquent. It's gonna be words you're gonna put. This dude would sound like a goddamn fucking idiot, man. All right, South Kakalaka nigga. But that's all right though. But he's gone anyway. He's simple as hell. He's dealing with emotions. The Most High ain't dealing with them, man. And we gonna go into the scriptures to show you further, if not this lesson, the next lesson, how the Most High is not dealing with all of Israel. The Lord is only dealing with the elect of Israel. Well, go ahead and read back on what you got out.
All right, I'll read it from the top again. Jeremiah 3:15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
Right, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Now, when you watch a lot of these guys' videos, you're not getting no knowledge or understanding. What understanding you getting from that South Kakalaki demon? And that's what you is, nigga. You just a foul spirit, man. That's why Beelzebub was dancing all over you while you making them videos, man. You should have stopped the camera and sprayed some off, or like one brother said, you should have fucking washed your damn braids, man. You know, braids all frizzy and nasty and shit, and you out there talking shit about somebody, man. You know, which really you shouldn't even be. You shouldn't have said nothing, man. But that's all right. It's a good thing that you did do that, because now the Lord, now you marked, man. You marked. See, you don't know what you are doing, man. You don't know what you saying, man. You coming up against the prophets of the Lord, man. And yeah, and guess what? And guess what? Masha is King David. Now this is the thing to these other guys, man. I was speaking to the other brothers about it, and now some of them guys that that come up against us, they actually was with Masha. You know, the guys back in the house of Israel, or house of David, Barak, or Yumyan, I believe Zabak. Few of them guys was with Masha. Now this demon, General Gehenna, he sat out there and basically just fucking cursing and shitting on Masha, talking shit about the man. And he's not even on earth. He's back in the spirit world, saying, yeah, that nigga, he said he was King David, and he went and opened up that schoolhouse of David, and the Lord put that nigga to death. Which that ain't even the case. The Most High took Elder Masha from the things that come. He finished his course in this truth, man. He was an elder man.
That's right.
You see, he did his time. But you had this nigga slandering him. But now all these guys, they won't say shit to General Gehenna. But they call themselves being loyal friends. Some of them call themselves friends of Masha, sons of Masha, or that they learn from Masha, right? But you won't hear none of them guys say shit about this asshole. But yet you'll see them sit there and talk shit about us. You see what I'm saying? Because why? Pretty much all these other different groups, they're all trying to gather against us, basically. All right, which is cool. We don't give a damn, man. You, like we told you plenty of times, you get everybody in Israel to come against us or whatever. We're gonna still continue to teach the words of the Most High, man.
That's right.
All right, and the scriptures say, "Let the Most High be true." So the Lord His words are gonna be true, man. All right, and you demons gonna keep getting cut.
Yep.
To the point where you disappear.
And it's gonna be manifested in the end. The closer we get to the end, who the true men of the Lord are. You know, it's evident now, already. You know,
right.
Through the Spirit. You know. But here's one. I got another one in John 3:34.
Okay.
For he whom God has sent speaketh the words of God.
Right, and that's how we know guys like General Gehenna. He wasn't sent from the Most High, because he's not speaking the words of the Most High. He's speaking the words of the government, the state. And then that's why the elders and other brothers, they went into the fact how so-called General Gehenna has a charter, a 501c3 charter with the government. All right, and the guidelines of that is you can't speak against them. You got to basically teach according to their guidelines, what they tell you to. All right, now the scriptures tell you you're not supposed to be making no deals or no leagues or no pacts with the other nations. All right, basically that's putting another god before you. When you make a pact with the government, when you call yourself getting chartered, so you become a so-called non-profitable organization, you're basically putting another god before you, man. And you know what the scriptures say about putting other gods before you. Go ahead.
It says, for God giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him. Meaning the Most High gave us an abundance of this knowledge, you know. Not by measure. He gave us the fullness of it. That's why when we come out there and say boldly in the Spirit we have 100% truth, it's not bragging or boasting on ourselves. It's a gift from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai that he gave us the ability to cover all subjects, everything that's in the scriptures, you know, whatever the topic, you know, whether it be the mark of the beast, which is the microchip, which that's in the Bible, you know, we don't just dismiss it as conspiracy theories like this asshole, you know, because he doesn't have the understanding of those scriptures, you know.
And the scriptures say in Corinthians, we're not ignorant to Satan's devices. That's one of Satan's devices. That's one of his main devices, that chip, because that gives them total control over you to play God. And that links up with Isaiah the 14th chapter and other scriptures. So any of them niggas talking about we conspiracy nuts, so conspiracy theories, them niggas don't know nothing, don't know the battle that they are sold out. And that's why, because like that brother Elder said, they took that 501c3 charter, and then you can't speak up against the government. And that's one of the main government's tactics. That's one of Satan's devices.
And then they gotta use Romans 13, you know? Obey the powers that be, you know, when that time comes.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get all their followers, the people that's following these different groups, you know, fringe groups, to take the chip. You know, you're gonna be the first ones marked with the chip. But I'll read this in Jeremiah. I got Jeremiah 23.
Yep.
23 and 1. It says, "Woe be unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord."
Woe be unto the pastors, and that's, I mean, that's dealing with, of course, is dealing with guys like Creepshow, Dollar Bill, TD Fakes, all right, Reverend Butts, and all these other pastors in these Negro churches. But they destroy, because they're not telling them who they are. They're not teaching that they're Israelites. They're not teaching them the name of the Most High. All right, which Nathaniel 7, he's guilty of doing that too. Nate Satan, he's guilty of not teaching the name of the Most High. He tells them, or his men teach that it doesn't matter what you call the Most High. Yo, play yoga.
Yeah, they got 3 or 4 or 5 different iterations.
3 different names of it. No, the scriptures tell you that the Lord's name is one. All right, the Most High ain't got a bunch of different names, man. So they're scattering the they're scattering the Most High's people, his sheep, which is Israel. All right, go ahead, brother.
Okay, I got a quick scripture real quick. Just going on that point that you just said. The name.
See, and a footnote on this real quick. We're riding right now. You got an accident. The chick's in there. She's all laid out.
She might be dead.
She might be dead.
Yep.
She was. I don't know if we caught that on a tape, but you know, they just say Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai. You know, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai. Because that's the Most High's judgment. And the scriptures tell you every day the Lord's judgments come to pass, but the unjust know if it's not. You have some Israelites say, "Oh, that's cold, man." Yeah, the bitch was in there slumped over, not moving. You know. Now she could have been knocked out, or she could have been passed. She could have been out of here.
It's the Lord's judgment.
You know. Either way, like the brother said, it's the Lord's judgment, man. All right. So go ahead, read that again.
This is going into the point, like how you said, these other groups, they have like 3 or 4 different names for the Lord. You know, how they can't say his name. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 19. It says, "Nevertheless, the foundation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai standeth sure."
Right, the foundation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai standeth sure. So it's all about the foundation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, which is His word, and part of it is knowing His name. Okay.
Having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his.
And guess what? And that's a seal too. The name of the Lord is a seal. Like when you go into Revelations, exactly, the 7th chapter, when it speaks about the 144,000 having the name of the Father on in their forehead, and then in the Greek it says, "and His Son," and His Son's name. All right, go ahead.
It says, "Having this seal, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai knoweth them that are His, and let everyone that nameth the name of Yahweh Shai depart from iniquity."
Right, and then so that tells you that's the name. The name is important, you know. And then if you gonna call yourself being in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you got to depart from iniquity. Meaning what? You can't be doing the things you were doing back in the world, teaching lies, or you know, or selling drugs, smoking weed, selling out. You know, making agreements with the other nations and stuff like that, voting and all that. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's not in the scriptures, man. That's against what the scriptures are saying. Go ahead.
Back in Jeremiah 23 and 1 again. "Woe unto the pastors that destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture, saith the Lord. Therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, power of Israel, against the pastors that feed my people."
Right, that feed the Lord's people. Meaning what? And it's not talking about actual food that you're feeding them. All right? Because you get some assholes that take that literally and they'll go start a food drive program. You had even had Israelites. You know, I never thought I'd see the day Israel would get that simple, man. You got actual Israelite groups going out there calling themselves feeding the poor, feeding the homeless.